we are going to look at the cardiac. This is very important, the cardiac biomarkers. So under cardiac biomarkers, we are going to look at some components. We're looking at the time of initiation of elevation, when it is peaking and when it is returning to the normal range. So to begin with, we look at the myoglobin. So in the myoglobin, so here there is a time of initiation of elevation. So it is initiated at 1 to 4 hours. And so to make it easier, let's just write it down. So this is the time to initiate the elevation. Next, we look at the mean time to peak elevation. So mean time to the peak elevation. Next, we will look at the time to return to normal range. The time to return to the normal range. So now we will look at the myoglobin. So here the time to initiate the elevation, this will be about 1 to 4 hours. Next, the mean peak time to peak elevation, this is about 12 hours. And the time to return to normal range will be around 24 hours. This is the myoglobin. Next, we look at the CKMB. So the CKMB, the time to initiate elevation is about 4 to 8 hours. Next, when we look at the mean time to the peak elevation, this is about 24 hours. And as we move on to the time to return to the normal range, this is about 48 to 72 hours. Whereas in myoglobin, this was 24 hours, here it is 48 to 72 hours. Next, we are looking at the CTNI. So this CTNI is a cardio-specific troponin I. So here this will be the time to initiate the initial elevation is about 3 to 12 hours. This 3 to 12 hours. Then mean time to peak elevation is about 24 hours. And time to return to the normal range is about 7 to 10 days. Next, we look at the CNTN. This is the cardiac specific troponin T. So the initial time, the time to initial elevation is about 3 to 12 hours. So it is very similar to that of the CTNI. And we're looking at the mean time for peak elevation. This is about 12 hours to 2 days. 12 hours to 2 days, whereas in case of CTNI, it was 24 hours. Then when we look at the time to return to normal range, this is about 7 to 10 days. This is about 7 to 10 days. So this was about the cardiac biomarkers. To learn and grow daily like this, please do subscribe.